So much of everything else in a student's life is pre-programmed. You have to take these classes in high school. You might have to work a job. You might have to do a summer internship of some kind. And those things are all expected. But extracurriculars are where you get a much wider range in performance. Some students do the bare minimum, some do zero, and some do it all. And you don't have to do it all, but you definitely don't want to do zero either. I think that there's this in-between range where it really will clearly be driven by the student's interests. Anyone can have even a perfect 4.0 or a 4.3 and be valedictorian, but if they're not well-rounded, they're not going to be as likable or relatable for admissions committees. And so I think that it also requires a bit of creativity and drive on the student's part, and it gives admission officers a way to see the student's actual personality and hobbies and interests shining through beyond just what the pre-prescribed academics will be. It's going to be doing something different, or at least describing it in a different way or doing something with it differently. So you don't have to go outside the school environment. If your child loves the school extracurriculars and wants to stay within those, that's great. But maybe if the child is editor-in-chief of the newspaper, maybe they do a different kind of reporting than what has been previously done. Investigative, maybe they do something human interest. Maybe they grow the newspaper. Maybe they compete in a competition. Or if it's something athletics related, maybe they lead the team to victory. But the way in which they do that and the story they tell around that can help them stand out. Part of it will relate to the student's personal interests. And if you don't have a clear starting point, if the student doesn't have any hobbies, then help them seek them out, help drive them to go to different events in the area, go online to different websites and see what piques their interest. Even what TV shows and movies do they like to watch, or other academic subjects do they like? If they like science, maybe something pre-med related could be interesting. Maybe seeking out an internship at a hospital could be a clear next step. Or if it is politics, reaching out to nonprofits, reaching out to political campaigns. I found that politics was my background, given the UN stuff, but also even local politics. It may not be as exciting as what makes it onto the national news, but local members of Congress or even local city council people or local people in the county, they're happy to get free help. Even if it's a bit of going door to door, or even if it's a different, just volunteering, stuffing envelopes, it's a way to get into the mix of something that's beyond the school environment. And again, that will stand out. You have to have a good hook. And part of that is bringing the reader specifically to that moment in time at maybe the most exciting point of this journey. So if it's the athletic team, obviously, the winning pass or the winning game or something like that. If it were the politician's office, election night when they get the results back, I think there's a natural excitement around that. So bring them to that moment in the experience, I think will be a great hook. And then you can zoom out from there to the bigger picture, lessons learned, themes of that nature.